Chapter 19. How to Assist at Mass. How shall I spend my time at Mass? It seems sometimes so long. I do not know what to do. My mind is filled with distractions. It is a simple matter to attend at Mass. You come to worship God and to pray. No particular way of doing so is laid down. Each one is free to do those things that come most natural to him. Some say the Rosary, and occupy their minds with good thoughts while they do so. Others have a book with prayers for Mass, which they follow. All this is very well. Others get to understand the meaning of the different parts of the Mass, and they follow the Holy Sacrifice better with such prayers as they find in their own hearts. For example, at the Confiteor, they strike their breasts with the priest, and are sorry for all their sins, and make acts of contrition. At the offertory, when the bread and wine are offered to God to be used in the sacrifice, they offer themselves, body, soul, memory, will, and understanding, all that they are, all that they have, and all that they hope for, to God, that He may do what He pleases with them, and determining that all shall be devoted to Him and used in His service. All this will take up a good deal of time and be very profitable. When the bell is rung the first time, that is, at the Sanctus, they can begin to think more especially of God, of His greatness and goodness, of His majesty and love, and their own lowness and meanness in comparison. This will bring them along to the elevation, when the Holy Host and the chalice, our Lord Jesus Christ Himself, is elevated or raised on high by the priest. Then they can simply bend down their bodies and their souls at the same time, in a simple, profound, deep act of worship and adoration of God, who is elevated on high on purpose to receive it. After the elevation we can prepare for the communion that follows, when the priest receives the most precious body and blood. If you do not receive at the Mass, at least you may do what you would do if you are going to receive. You can say with the priest, "Lord, I am not worthy." You can beg the Lord to visit your heart. You can ask the same graces as if you did receive. Then you can thank Him for all His goodness and all that He has done for you, which will occupy your time until the close of Mass. Now, is not this a good way to hear Mass? It seems to me that it should come natural to everybody. I am confident that many among educated people prefer this way to any other. They shut up their books and let their souls have free liberty to raise themselves as they find most natural and most fitted to promote the love of God, the end and object of all devotion. Pious thoughts, good desires, and prayers of every sort, and in any order, will suffice to make the hearing of Mass profitable. Returning home from church after an hour thus devoutly spent, I am sure you will not forget the sacred character of the day, nor go into places dangerous to your soul, nor keep any evil company. The same modesty and recollection you brought from church will attend you everywhere, and when the night comes around you will be ready to exclaim before you retire to rest, "What a happy and useful day I have spent! One day in thy courts is better than 1,000. It is better to be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of the ungodly." Psalm 83:10. With a light, cheerful heart you will commend your soul to God, now prepared with good courage to fight the good fight of faith against all the enemies of your salvation for the coming week.